Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I want to take a look at the Masters of the Universe new Eternia Zodac. Now, I have to say that this is an iconic character from back in the day, from when I was a kid. Now, granted, when I mean iconic character, I'm talking about as far as a toy. Because from what I remember him in the series, I don't remember him too much in the series. I think he might have been only in like maybe 1 or 2 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, yeah, this guy is very iconic to the line. He is the cosmic enforcer to Eternia, and I know when he first came out when I was a kid, he was considered the evil cosmic enforcer for Skeletor. And yeah, so anyway, enough of my rambling on all that iconic nonsense, but this is really cool. I picked this guy up because, one, I always wanted him as a figure from when I was a kid. I always wanted him, never got him, and now I have him for my collection now. So with that being said, guys, let's take a look at the accessories that it comes with, because it comes with a few things. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy, but it does come with a few things. So let's get in and take a look at those accessories. All right, so let's start off with the fact that he comes with 2 fists, and he comes with a trigger hand and an open gripping hand. Next is Zodac's iconic blaster, and I like the fact that they put a little gray in there with the red. They didn't just make it all red, and they didn't make it all big, huge, and bulky, but it's pretty neat little weapon. Pretty cool. Mostly cast in red with a little gray paint on it. Nice job. All right, next we have Zodax Batons. All right, so here, I know in the series he had a staff, or his staff could go and turn into batons. I believe that was in the, I don't remember if that was in the original, but I do remember it being in the 2000X series. But anyway, here you have his batons, you put them together, and it makes his staff. Now mine is really tight. I'm trying to get it in there. Yeah, so here it goes. And there it is. So yeah, it makes the staff. Mine's a little weird. It's kind of bent in the middle. Maybe I put it on wrong, I don't know. But I don't see how, because it's just a round hole with a round peg. It doesn't go on any specific way, at least that I can tell. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a certain way that it goes on and I put it on wrong. I don't know, but I'll check that out later. But anyways, it's gray with some reds, and it's cool. It's a cool homage to that 2000X version. All right, so let's get into talking about Zodac himself. So yes, very iconic character. The head sculpt, very, very vintage of the original. I love that head sculpt. It's a great head sculpt. I do believe that I always thought that his head on the original one was oversized. My cousin had it. I didn't have him. It's kind of a bummer. And I do remember him not having these. He just had the armor on the chest. He didn't have the side for, holster for his gun. And I don't remember him having this loincloth in the front either. I remember him just having the belt and then the fuzzy shorts. But overall, very cool. And these shoulder plates snap into these pegs back here to hold it on. So very nice, very cool. I like the way that they did the serpent hands. They kept it the way the vintage one was. And then moving down to the feet, they kept them with the serpent feet, which is really, really, really cool. I'm not going to get into the articulation of this guy because of the fact that we all know it's standard Revelations articulation, okay? But I do want to talk about a few other things. So with these shoulder harnesses, these shoulder pieces, you can just take them off like that, and then you can actually take his batons and you can plug them in the back that way, or you could turn them around and plug them in this way. So whichever way you feel. To me, because he is so iconic, I would take these off and I would pose mine without it. And yeah, I can store these on his back just like so, and then Here, let me take these off for a second. And then what I would do is I would take his blaster, and I could stick his blaster in the holster if I'm doing this even correctly, because I haven't even tried doing this yet. So, yep, there it goes. All right, so just pop the blaster right in, and it slides on the belt. That's cool. It's not one molded piece of plastic, so if you take off this battle harness right here, you can actually slip this holster off, and you can store him without his blaster. To me, this is the Zodac I remember as a kid. And the one from, not Revelations, I apologize. The one from the 2000X series, he was badass. I like the way they did the tattoos on him and everything. I never seen him in action figure form. I only seen him in the animated series. So I can't really speak on that one. But Zodac, when that Wonder Bread He-Man came out, I remember when that came out when I was a kid. I know it's not called the Wonder Bread He-Man, but the emblem, it was just Zodac's harness that they put on him and just painted it brown. So that's exactly what this is here. It's not his, it's actually Zodac's armor. But yeah, so you just undo these back here in the back, and yeah. All right, so let me see real quick. If I wanted to take this off, we just unclip this. Sometimes they're just a little hard to do. Give me a second. I'm gonna unclip this off camera, and then I'll come back. Okay, so now that I got this unclipped here on the side of his armor, you undo these little clips here, slide the holster off, just like so, and now he's even more iconic than what he was before, without having that holster on him. So I'm just gonna kind of, and that's it, right? I mean, yeah, let me try and get this on here. It always works off camera a lot easier than when you are on camera doing this kind of stuff. And I've said it before in some of my other reviews. But yeah, there you go. And that's the only reason why I'm not going over the articulation. I'm not trying to cut you guys out of anything, but you guys have seen the articulation with this line. So I don't want to keep boring you. And I know in my 40th anniversary He-Man video, I did go over his articulation and everything, but I just want to show off more of the actual figure. And they did keep his belt here with all the electronics going through it, which was really cool from like back in the day. And look, if you want to take off the harness, you can. And I'm wondering if they still kept the hair, because I think it was, whose body did he? I think they used was it Stratos' buck that they used back then for Zodac. If anybody remembers, leave it in the comments down below, letting me know. So you can just kind of take the harness off. Yeah. So yeah, they did. There it is. He's got the hairy chest, just like Stratos did, right? But his is feathers. Same thing with the back. And he also has a different type of complexion too. His arms are a different color than the chest and everything, and the legs too. But yeah, I think it's great that they kept him. This is a great figure. I'm gonna get him straightened around and we'll get into some comparisons. But before I do, I just want to say that if you guys are looking to get this figure, by all means, pick him up if you've never had a Zodac. I mean, he's worth picking up. He really is. He's not expensive. He's reasonable. I think that this line will thrive. And same thing with the Origins. If they just keep doing what they're doing as far as coming out with these characters and getting them to the people, they're going to be just fine. I mean, look, the articulation isn't the best or the greatest in these. So you can't get them into like real deep dynamic poses, but still, for a collector like myself or like anybody else out there, you just want to put them on a shelf, you just want to have them part of that universe or a different one, they're worth it, man. They're definitely worth it. Now that I've rambled on and wasted your guys' time with that, let me get him settled back and then we will get into some comparison. Here's how he compares to Battle Armor He-Man from Classics. Here's how he compares to the 40th anniversary Masters of the Universe He-Man. Here's how he compares to the Masters of the Universe Origins Prince Adam. And last but not least, here's how he compares to the Masters of the Universe Origins Anti-Eternia He-Man.
We defend Castle Grayskull from the evil forces of Skeletor.
Alright, so in conclusion, is this figure worth picking up for your collection or just to have because you are a Masters of the Universe fan, a Motu fan? Absolutely he is. You can have him modern way with the shoulder pads on there, the shoulder armor on there. You can keep him with the side, you know, the holster, so you can put his gun in the side. And you have his staff, or you can break it apart to where you have the batons. You can plug them into the back of his armor, which is all great. Or you can take it all off and just leave the regular armor on there. And does the blaster fit in the hand? It fits, but he doesn't grip it. So I don't know if that's just mine or if they're all like that, but mine, he will not grip that blaster. And when I said Wonder Bread He-Man, I meant to say Wondar because that is the name of that He-Man that wears this armor. So I do apologize for that. But guys, listen, if you are a Motu fan, like I am, like many others out there, this guy is worth picking up to add to your collection. If you don't already have a Zodac, even if you do already have a Zodac and you want to pick him up, pick him up. I picked this guy up off of BBTS and I got him earlier today, so not bad. And you know, look, I know other people have already probably done reviews on this guy about a month ago or weeks ago. You know, look, I get my stuff when I get my stuff, and kudos to those guys out there that are doing the hard work and putting in the time to make these videos just like I am. And once again, thank you to all my subscribers. I appreciate all of you. And yeah, please like, subscribe, share, and as always, leave a comment down below and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on anything new that I'm putting up. And with that being said, guys, I hope everybody's staying healthy and safe out there, and I'll catch you on the flippy flip.